Are you sure you want to do this?
Just do it! Just hit me! Roll intro. Do you need a protein shake for optimal gains? No. Guys, protein is really just, well, protein. There's nothing magical about protein powders. It's simply food. Liquid food. In saying this though, not all proteins are made equal. Some are better than others. Just like people. Jokes aside, 5 grams of apple protein is not the same as 5 grams of steak protein. Steak protein is going to be better for your goal as getting juicy as fuck. You need to eat more apple protein to get the same benefit as eating that 5 grams of steak protein. So no, not all protein sources are equal. But in saying this, I don't want you to worry about your protein sources. I hate it when you worry. As a general rule, I'm just going to say, try and get some high quality protein sources into your diet. Foods such as meat, eggs, whey protein are all high quality protein foods. But again, don't worry about this too much. Proteins from vegetables and fruits are still adequate. Veggies and vegans. You might want to consider a protein powder if you're worried about your protein sources. So how much protein do you need? The science seems to show that 1.3 grams to 1.8 grams per kilo of body weight will maximize protein synthesis. I will say though, if you're getting most of your protein from apples, which is damn near impossible by the way, but if you are, you may want to be more in the 1.8 side of the range. Whereas if you're eating a shitload of steak, meats, eggs, whey proteins, you probably don't need to go too far over the 1.3 side of the range. So this is your range. Wrong! There's another range. If you're cutting, you probably want to up your range to about 1.8 to 2 grams of protein per kilo. This is because you need more protein when you're cutting as opposed to when you're maintaining and bulking. And that's it. That's all we really need to talk about protein. Eat within the ranges I've given you. Don't worry too much about your protein sources. One other thing I would like to add though, if you're super poor and you can't afford a lot of protein, because let's be honest guys, protein foods are generally the more expensive foods. Going under the range that I've given you isn't too much of a big deal. You're still going to build muscle. It just may not be optimal. But you can still train and make gains, and it's better than not training and making no gains. And don't worry, one day you're going to be rich and you'll be able to afford all of the protein food. You probably won't be rich though. Like most people aren't. But you'll be able to afford chicken once a week. Anyway guys, I'm the Last Natural. Thanks for watching. Okay Tash, you can unshrink me now. Tash? Tash?